Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I have like a Zoom meeting in a little bit, in like 2 hours, and I'm gonna take a second to get ready. It's about like a job opportunity. So I don't know any of these people. I wanna look a little bit put together. And I was also thinking, I got a couple of things in from Victoria Beckham that I ordered during their Black Friday sale, and I have been wanting to talk about them. And then I was sitting here, I was like, okay, well, I'm just trying to look a little put together, a little polished. That's like literally Victoria Beckham's motto, is put together and polished. So I pulled out all of the stuff that I own from Victoria Beckham, including the new things. So I'm gonna use them today as I get ready and we'll talk about it. And then I'm also gonna have to supplement it with other products because, for example, Victoria Beckham doesn't have a foundation or a concealer. So yeah, that's the plan for today. If that sounds good to you, I hope you stick around. On this channel, I tend to produce a lot of productivity planner type content, and then I also sprinkle in things that I truly enjoy, such as makeup, lifestyle, and I've done a couple vlogs here and there. This channel's really just kind of turned into my creative corner on the internet. I'd love to have you join, and without further ado, let's just hop into it. Okay, so I've already done skincare and sunscreen and all of that stuff. I'm like ready to start with the makeup. I should probably take a second and pull out everything I want to use. Okay, I think I've pulled everything. So I'm just gonna get started with the Shiseido Synchro Skin Soft Blurring Primer. I really like this primer. As you can see, I've used a ton of it. I'm almost done with it. I'm trying to finish it by the end of the year. It's a nice, like, soft matte blurring primer, but it doesn't like suck all of the moisture out of your skin. It leaves this like hybrid finish where you don't look greasy or oily, but you don't lose all of the moisture that your skin has. It's actually like a really wonderful formula. I bought it earlier this year and I really liked it. I just use it in the T-zone primarily. So there's that. And then I'm gonna go in with the Say Glowy Super Gel. I always forget the name of this. And the shade Star Glow. I just want to pop it on like the high points of my cheek. Normally I mix it in with foundation products or skin tints, but I'm gonna be using a stick today. So I'm gonna apply it first. And I'm gonna start with the cheekbones, like back here. And then I'm gonna take it up on the forehead at the side. And then whatever's left, I'll bring it primarily around the perimeter of the face. I'm not really looking to bring it in toward the T-zone because I will produce my own glow within time. I really like the Say Glowy Super Gel a lot. I think that if you have more combination skin, but you're still looking for a product that you can use to add glow, the fact that it's a gel means it works really well. With combination skin, it doesn't add a lot of hydration to the skin, which in my case is good because my skincare and my sunscreen, and I'm typically using a moisturizing foundation, that's enough moisture. I also don't need like my glowy base product to continue to add more. At some point, we've reached the limit for my skin. And that gel formula just glides across the skin. It looks super moisturized, but it doesn't add like, it's not like a thick cream like the Auric Glow Lust, which is another product that I like, but it has definitely a time and a place for me. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Merit Minimalist Complexion Stick because my skin's been looking pretty good and I don't feel like I need an all over foundation product today. So I'm just gonna grab a compact. I'm gonna draw some lines here, there, and some blemishes across the chin. Got a blemish there. Got some on my forehead, and I have 2 in my eyebrows, and I don't know why. I used to get them all of the time in my eyebrows, but it was my eyebrow pencil at the time that was causing it, and ever since I stopped using that pencil, I never got any more pimples in my eyebrows, but then I got 2 last week and I was like, damn it. I hate them because it's not like I can put foundation or concealer in my eyebrow. I have to put eyebrow products in my eyebrow, so I can't really cover the spot. It just like exists. It coexists with my eyebrow hairs. I think that's one of the most unfortunate places to get a pimple. in terms of just like visually, there definitely are like more painful places, but pimple in your eyebrow, you can't do anything about it. So I'm just gonna blend this all out. Okay, that's all blended out. I'm just gonna take my Kosas Revealer Concealer underneath my eyes. And a little on the sides of my mouth, and a little on my chin. So I'm just blending out my concealer. But I'm wondering, have you guys purchased anything from Victoria Beckham Beauty in the past? It has slowly become one of my favorite beauty brands. I truly love their stuff. I purchased some of their stuff last year, right before Christmas. I got their bronzer and the lid luster, and then I think that was it. I think that's all I got was the bronzer and the lid luster. Yeah. And then for Christmas, I got a gift card and I ordered a couple of other things. And then I just placed another order during Black Friday. And I am impressed with every product I've ever received from them. The packaging is lovely. Not sponsored. No, they've never sent me anything for free. It's just truly a brand that like over time, it's like captured my little heart. So yeah, I was just saying, Victoria Beckham has really been truly a different shopping experience for me. And I think the best way, I've had a lovely time just like slowly accumulating and really thinking out my purchases. And I just really like the brand. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my bronzer, which this is arguably my favorite compact that I own. It is so heavy and weighted in like the best way that just feels luxurious. I love the tortoise shell. Pretty much everything from Victoria Beckham has like this tortoise shell element to it, and it's gorgeous. The gold edging just brings like another level of luxury to this. It's just a beautiful compact. It's refillable and it has a really large mirror. I probably wouldn't travel with it though because it's so heavy, but to just have it sit on your vanity, it's beautiful. But yeah, so this is the only product where I feel like I kind of messed up, right? So last year when I bought the bronzer, I bought it in the shade 03. And when I got it, I really liked it. And then as time went on and I was continuing to use it, I was like, you know what? It's a little warm. It's a little dark for me, I think. So during the sale, I was like, okay, I'm gonna purchase the refill of the shade lighter. And this is the shade lighter. And this doesn't look like any bronzers I own in my collection ever at any point. Like this looks like a bronzer that's not for me. Like it's very fair. It's very light. It's very different. But as you can see, it works. Like I just bronzed up my face. It looks really natural actually. Like I'm kind of blown away. The first time I tried, like I took it out of the package. I was like, I think I made a mistake here. And then I tried it on. I was like, maybe I didn't because it's kind of nice. But for reference, this is my shade 3, which you can see how much darker, how much warmer it is. There's a big jump between 2 and 3. But I don't mind it. I'll keep 3. And then in the summer, I'll just pop it into the compact. And then in the winter, I'll have this one. I really don't have a need at any point to have like both of them in their own compact. So I'll just pop them out and replace them as the seasons change. But it's a lovely bronzer formula. It's expensive, but it's a lovely bronzer formula. It glides onto the skin so smoothly. I've never, ever, ever had a problem with being able to blend it. It's incredibly blendable. It just smooths across the skin. I feel like because it is like a matte bronzer, it also has like this blurring aspect. And I feel like, sorry, there's a truck going by. I feel like it's like a soft matte. It's not fully matte, like a matte pressed powder that's like gonna take all the shine and absorb all the oil. It's not like that. It glides across the skin. I think when she says matte, she just means like not shimmer, but don't think of it as in like matte pressed powder. Like it's not that. It's just beautiful. It glides across the skin whether I set the skin or not. which is not something true of all powders. And then also, I love the 2 different colors. In both the 02 and the 03 colorway, I can distinctly see a difference between the 2 colors when I apply them to my face, which is also really nice. They call it a contour bronze. So the idea is that you would contour with the slightly more cooler one and then like warm up the face and bronze some more and add some more depth with the darker one. I'm going to take the darker one on a slightly smaller brush so that I have more precise control as to where it's going. And I'm going to keep it right down here. I'm also taking in consideration that I want to look like polished for my meeting, but that polished on camera is very different than like polished on real life in terms of like I need to add a little bit more product than I probably normally would because the Zoom camera webcams sometimes have trouble like picking up color. So I'm trying to go in and like find that balance between just enough product that the camera is going to pick it up, but also not look wild in real life and not have like stage makeup on. It's not the goal here. I love this bronzer. I love the color of it. I never ever thought, like if you gave me a row of bronzers and you were like, pick one and you can have it, I would never choose this. But because the 03 was a little dark and warm, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna grab the 02, 1 shade lighter. And when I got it, I was woefully surprised. I thought for a minute that they sent me the wrong shade, but it works, and it works beautifully. Never doubt Miss Victoria. Okay, so that's the bronzer. For blush, I'm going to use the Dior Rouge blush in this shade. What's going on? The Dior Rouge blush in this shade Charnelle, which is, I think, yeah, $4.59. One of the best neutral blushes in my opinion. It's like a neutral peach. And I'm just gonna apply that. Wow, I really love this blush. What is going on? I really love this blush. You can just see the difference between both sides. It's not bright. It's really neutral, super blendable, lovely formula. There was a time there where I was using this blush every day for a hot minute. And I still grab it every now and then. I was about to buy Pillow Talk, the Charlotte Tilbury blush, during the sale. And I went into Sephora and I swatched it, and then I was like, you know what? That kind of reminds me of Dior Charnelle. So I went over to the little Dior counter and I swatched that, and they're so similar, and I actually like this one better. I think it's comparable. I think it was Pillow Talk medium that it reminds me of, but I like this one better. It's a little bit more peachier, which just goes with my undertones. Okay, blush is done. I'm deciding if I want to add a little bit of the Rosy Glow blush. Why not? I'm going to take it again on the edge of the brush so I'm not picking up too much. And I'm going to put it right here. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I don't even think the camera will be able to tell. It's a very subtle difference. I have this in the pink and the peach. Yeah, peach. I really like them, and I tend to use them a lot as mixers to like mix with other blushes as well. They're actually really nice. I never, ever in a million years thought that I would use this blush color. I worked at a place that carried Dior for years. This blush was in front of me for years before it ever went viral, and I always just like wrote it off. I was like, that is not for me. I have no interest in that. And then once it went viral, I was able to actually see it on people with different skin tones. And I was like, oh, and I actually really like it. It's nice. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use my lid luster. I only have one of these. I have the shade Honey. I did add the new Velvet shade, the like olive-y one, to my Christmas wish list. So we'll see if I get it. And if I do, I definitely will show you because I think that that's gonna be a beautiful shade. I love this lid luster so much. I specifically love the color that I have so much, even though it's like just a gold. It's actually really unique to my collection, and that it's like this champagne-y gold that beautifully toes the line between a hot gold and something with more neutrality. Like, it's got this beautiful undertone to it. Even though it's gold, it never like looks like I've put a super warm tone gold on my eyelids, and in that way it works with a lot of looks. Like, I could use this shade even when I'm doing something more cool toned on my cheeks, or if I'm doing something super warm toned. It has a really nice balance to it that I appreciate. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more for the outer edge. It's just really pretty. Like, it's not something super fantastic and glittery and shiny and like blow your mind glitter. It's just really sophisticated and beautiful. It's like sophisticated shimmer and glitter. Like, it's just really pretty. And that's why I think it's gonna be perfect for like this little Zoom meeting or in the office. I think that this would work because that shimmer is going to like pull attention into your eye in a really beautiful way. But as I said, like, the shade is really easy to wear. It's not like bright. It's not like calling attention. Even though I think people should be able to wear whatever they want in the office, I also understand why people specifically look for like office appropriate makeup. Oh, one thing I will say about the Victoria Beckham lid lusters is that they work best with your fingers. If you don't like applying makeup with your fingers, this may not be the product for you. It really has to be applied with your fingers. Okay, so I've got it all around both eyes where I want it. And then I'm just gonna take let me get a clean brush. A fluffy brush. Is this what I want? I think so. This'll do. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and I'm going to use this shade here for my bronzer. And I'm just gonna use that just to blend out the edge of that lid luster. The lid lusters are also beautiful in that you don't even need to pick up an additional product. You could literally just blend out the edge of the lid luster with a clean brush and it blends beautifully. And it blends out the base color without dragging the shimmer and the glitter up to wherever you're blending it. So it's really unique formula in that way. A lot of times if you have like a super shimmery, shiny, light reflecting product and you go to blend it on its own, the actual shimmer will migrate with the product as you blend it, but not this. Not that. It's so pretty. Just gonna make sure I've got them even. I really like that. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there, keeping it simple. The only other thing that I'm going to do on my eyes is I have to use one of the Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal liners. That's like what her brand is known for, I feel like, and has been known for since it launched. So I have two shades of them. I've got Bronze and Cocoa. I do use them occasionally, and I've used eyeliners much more since I got these. And I only own two other ones. Like, after I got these, I literally decluttered and gave away all of my other black and brown eyeliners. I was like, I don't need those. I have these. I love them that much. They're such a nice formula. They just glide across the eyelids. They give you a couple minutes to fiddle around with them, like if you want to smudge them or bring it out and draw it into a wing with a brush. But once they set down beautifully, and they stay. They don't work the best in the waterline. I'll tell you that. They're not the best in that capacity. But I also don't use eyeliner in the waterline. So do what you will with that, right? If you tend to use eyeliners only in the waterline and you don't really use them on your lash line, this may not be the formula for you. But oh, is it ever so perfect for me. Like, look at how easy I just got that little wing. It was so simple. And then it's gonna set and it's gonna stay and it'll be great. And I like that it's not a deep, bold color, but I can still get the effect. So yeah, wings. Okay, I'm going to hop off camera and do mascara, which I haven't tried her Future Lash mascara. That is on my Christmas wish as well. Christmas wish list as well. It's a tubing mascara, which I think I would love because I love tubing mascaras, and we'll see if I get it. And if I do, we'll talk about it. And then she doesn't have any eyebrow products, so I'm gonna do lashes and brows off camera, and then I'll be back and we get to choose a lip, and I have a number of options and I don't know what I'm gonna go with yet, so I'll be back. Okay, so I kept my eyebrows super simple. I only used the Benefit Gimmie Brow, and then I did mascara, and then let's talk about lips. So I have a number of products from Victoria Beckham for lips. First off, I have her lip definer, which is one of my all-time favorite lip pencils. I have two all-time favorite lip pencils, and this is one of them. This is the lip definer, and specifically O2. This O2 shade is absolutely fantastic. It's a really nice neutral shade, but it has enough brown to it that you can actually like define and contour the lips, but it's not a straight up brown lip liner. It's just a really beautiful shade. I also really like the texture. I like a little bit of a drier lip liner. I always have, and I really like lip liners in a pencil. I don't like the super creamy ones that just twist up. But this one also still like glides across the lips really nicely. It's beautiful. And then I have two of the Posh glosses. So I've got Ice, which is just the clear one, and then Poolside, which I got both of these during the Black Friday sale. Poolside is flippin' gorgeous. I love it so much. And the formula on these are really beautiful, super hydrating, really glossy and glassy, not sticky at all, literally at all. It's a fantastic formula. I also really like the applicator. It's just like this paddle dough foot. It's really nice. They're glass, they've got the tortoise shell to them, really minimal branding, like really just, they look posh. I don't know what else to call them. They're beautiful. They've got the clear, they've got 4 shades that are like neutral browns, and then 4 shades that are like neutral pinks. So this Poolside's one of the neutral browns, and chef's kiss on the formula. It's fantastic. And the other product that from Victoria Beckham that I absolutely love, that really are a hit and miss I've found with the beauty community, are the Bitten lip tints. I love a lip tint. I love a lip stain. I always have. These are really good. I really like the colors of them a lot. They're really nuanced. I've got Chérie, which is like a muted red. Like it's a red, but it's not like a bright punchy poppy red. And then I've also got Amour, which is like a smoky peach. It's really pretty. So those are the two that I have. I think for the meeting, Chérie is new to me, by the way. I've had Amour for a long time, and then I got Chérie during the Black Friday sale. So what? I got the 2 Posh glosses during the sale, which this one was free. That was like her Black Friday or whatever promotion. So I only purchased Poolside. I purchased the Bitten lip tint in Chérie, and then I purchased the bronzer refill in O2. So that was like my little Black Friday order. But you can see, oh, I hope you can see. So I just wiped them off, and you can see that that stain has already developed, even though they were only on there for a little bit. I think, smoky peach would be like a really nice monochromatic look, but I'm thinking like if the camera is gonna pick that up at all. And I could just do a gloss. Let's do Amour. Let's do Amour. I'm gonna just line the lips ever so gently with the Victoria Beckham liner. Never really looking for a super precise lip line. I really like a blurred lip. So I'll tend to put the lip liner where I want it and then just run my finger across it. You know what? Let me put on this one because I can wipe this off, and then I'll put on the lip tint so that you guys can see both of them. I think that works. So this is the Posh Gloss, Posh, really having a hard time with my S's today. I don't know why. This is the Posh Gloss in the shade Poolside. It's really beautiful. I struggled trying to pick a shade. I didn't know if I wanted to get Tan Lines, which is the one shade lighter, or this one, and I'm happy I went with this one. Isn't that just like a beautiful nude? I now want tan lines. They're so pretty, and I love the formula. It's gorgeous. I also decluttered a ton of my lip glosses this year because they were all purchased long before the pandemic. And I think that they were going bad. Like, some of them started to smell a little bit off. So I was in the market for a new gloss, and I love this formula. And I could see myself just purchasing tan lines, like one more, having a little bit lighter of a nude, and then like that literally be pretty much my gloss collection. I have like a couple others right now, but yeah, I really, really like this color and this formula. It's beautiful. And then I'm gonna put on the lip tint for you to see. But yeah, for those of you who have stuck around this long, towards the end of the video, I am thinking about doing a project pan next year. I have a couple products in my collection that I would like to finish and work through and actually get out of my collection. And I also am thinking about doing a year-long no-buy. I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about whether I want to do a no-buy or a low-buy. I feel like at the very least, I need to go on a no-buy for a certain amount of time. I don't know if that's going to be, I was thinking a year-long one, but then I was like, okay, maybe 6 months. But I'm like, why do I not want to do a year-long one? Is that another problem that I need to work through? Because I definitely have enough makeup to get me through the year. And it would be a replacements only one. So if I did run out of something, I could replace it. But I don't know. I'm thinking about doing some type of year-long beauty spending project and documenting it, because those are videos that I really like to watch, and it is a project that I want to do for myself, and I'm thinking about documenting that. Okay. So that's the Bitten lip tint. It is so pretty. It looks like my lips, but better. Like, you know how we talk about like a skin tint for your face where you can still see your natural skin through it, but it just like perfects your skin a little bit. That's what I feel like the Bitten lip tints are for me. They're like a skin tint for my lips. I can still see my lips through it, but they just look a little bit more perfected, a little bit more polished. I also really like the formulas of these. I don't find them super like drying or anything. They're really nice, and they're just a little something, because sometimes when I finish my makeup and I don't have anything on my lips, I'm like, okay, I need to put something on there. But a lot of the times, like, I'm very minimal when it comes to what I wear on my lips. I don't wear any color at all. Like, no pinks, nothing. Everything that I wear is sheer in some capacity. Like, I don't play with color when it comes to my lips. And these are like the epitome of that. Like, just a hint of a tint, a whisper. And that's all I need a lot of days. I really like it because it fades gracefully, right? But that's the look. I gotta go get dressed, and I gotta go get some breakfast and transfer this footage, and I think I'm gonna film a planner video later on in the day. But yeah, I'm off today. I have a lot of things to do, a lot of things on my list. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Oh, I gotta go do my hair too. Look at all these curls just wanting to exit. Jesus. Okay. Well, I gotta go get ready. thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you have any questions, let me know down below. If you've purchased anything from Victoria Beckham, let me know, and also let me know how you feel about it, because I'm realizing that's one of my favorite brands. Also, I would just look down to the side, and this is my phone case. It's a tortoise shell. She's really got me here with the packaging. It's everything, okay? Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna go. I hope that you guys had as much fun as I did. Before you head out, I would love you to take a second to like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.